What's going on, people? So today I will be showing you guys another project of mine which I did inside Entra ID, and this time will be another project with PowerShell Microsoft Graph API. And basically I'm just going to show you guys this project that I created around dynamic groups. And what's about this project is mostly scanning all my dynamic groups that I have inside my Entra tenant and seeing which ones are available, which ones are enabled, which one has users, which one has rules that pose users to the groups. So we're just gonna check all of them and flag them to a CSV file to see if they have enough users, right? If they don't have users at all, right? Or if they just have a lot of users. And we're just gonna make sure, and just to keep you guys in mind that it's my own tenant, it's my own lab environment, so there's nothing professional around the groups I did. Is just basically showing you guys a project in a lab that you guys can probably show your skills inside Entra ID within dynamic groups, which is a big part for most companies when a user gets onboarded and offboarded. And these dynamics groups are there to basically assign them stuff, applications, right, licenses. So keep that in mind. So let's get right into the video. Hopefully this video could be helpful for you guys that wants to do projects within IAM or just cloud overall. So let's get right into the video. Guys, first part of the project is the module description. So I'm just gonna just read the description basically. And it's pretty simple. So I built a PowerShell script that connects to Microsoft Entra ID via Microsoft Graph API, pulls all dynamic membership groups in the tenant, validates their membership rules, checks member counts, flags groups with broken or empty rules, and exports a health report. Dynamic groups are a critical component of automated identity lifecycle management. This script ensures they are working correctly. So on step number one, what we do is obviously we're going to connect to Microsoft Graph, right? So we're going to connect to MG Graph with the scopes group.read write because we want to make some modifies. We want to make some changes, so we got to do the write, which gives us the permission to modify or edit, right? And then user.read all because we want to read all the users that are inside the group. So these are the two permissions that we basically need for the project, for the script, right? And then on step number two, we're going to explore existing dynamic groups before building, right? Before building the script. So first of all, what I do is I pull this variable right here, which is the dynamics groups, which it calls out for all the groups with the properties ID, display name, group types, membership, rule, processing state, and then where the object, the group types, right, which is right here, contains dynamic membership, which is only dynamic membership groups, right? And then we're going to print on the screen the count that we have of groups. So on step number three, we identify and clean up the duplicate groups that we have, because I had some duplicate groups that I had which I wanted to clean up. So what we do is we pull the list again, the variable again, where we select the object that we have that we pulled before, right? But only these ones, just to print out on the screen the display name, the membership role, and then the membership role processing state as a format table, right? And then we get this screenshot right here, this result, which we find two repeated duplicate group names with the same rule right here, which is the HR and HR. And then what we do after, we remove these two groups, basically getting the group ID, which is right here, this one and then the other one as well. It's raining, guys, so that's why I kind of looked at the window for a second. And then we verified core dynamic groups that are correct, so we pull the same little script right here to basically check all the groups once again to see if everything was updated, and all the groups that needed to be deleted, they were deleted. So now after that, we create our empty results list, right? so we can export to a CSV file after, so you guys will see it. But now we just open this up, and then we put all the information that we need under it, so that when we add the stuff to the list, we can export to a CSV file, and then I'll show you guys later the results. And then now what we're gonna do on step number 6 is that we're gonna loop through every dynamic group, right? So for each group inside the dynamic groups, and we're gonna create these 2 new variables, which we're gonna get the members. So we're gonna get the group members from each group, and then the member counts for each group, right? So we're gonna put these 2 variables right here, so we can get these 2 results that we need. And then we're gonna classify these results by their health status. So if member count equals to 0, there's empty, right? There's no users at all inside the group. But if right, member count is less than 3, it's a low membership, and that means there's not too many users on the group. Or else it's just a healthy group, which it has members on the group, and it does not need to be deleted or add some users to the group, right? And then on step number 8, we're gonna set color per status, right? So basically, if the status is an empty check rule, which is right here, which is equals to empty check rule, we're gonna put red, low membership yellow, or else, right, we're gonna put green, healthy, right? And then if it gives you background noises, it's just the rain, so don't mind of the rain. I'm just gonna explain to you guys a little bit about this project. And guys, let me know if you guys want me to do the lab as well with explaining the project, so you guys get an idea of what actually happens. I was doing it before, but not as much as I really want to do. So if you guys want me to do that, just please let me know. But keep in mind that the video will take a little bit longer, because I'm gonna be actually doing some work, doing some labs. I'm just showing you guys this GitHub portfolio project that I have, and I will be putting the link on the description, so keep that in mind. All right, and then we're gonna print the results, right? So we're gonna get the group display name, the members count, right? We're gonna get all the variables that we used, and the status, right? The status right here that we got it. So, and then we get the color that was assigned here, right? And then we're gonna add group to the result list. Now we're gonna pull back to the result, and then we're gonna add all of these information right here: the group name, the membership rule, member count, processing state, status, and the group ID, right? And then now we're gonna export the audit report, right? We're gonna export all of these results right here. We're gonna sort just the member count. We're not gonna just sort the member count, but we're gonna sort everything, and then we're gonna export to a CSV file, which is called dynamic groups report, which I can pull it right here so you guys can take a look at it. It's on the screenshot that I put it on the project, but I can show you to you guys really quick. So group name, the membership rule that's assigned to the group, and then the member counts right here, right? And then the processing state, all of them are on, and then the status that we set before, and then their group ID. So that's pretty much it, what we exported. And then now we're gonna summary. We're gonna calculate all the summary count. So the healthy ones we're gonna count from the results list. The ones that are the status is equals to healthy. The empty, which is the empty check rule, and then the low, where the status is equals to low membership. And then we're gonna count all of them, and then we're gonna store everything inside these variables right here, and then we're gonna print all this information in our screen. So as you guys can see, the screenshot right here, which it's counting 16 dynamic groups, and then all of them getting different colors. As you guys can see, low membership, healthy, check rule, and then all of them have their specific colors that were assigned to them, and then we get the summary right here. So we have 19 health from the 16 dynamic groups. We have 9 healthy, 3 low membership, and then 4 of them are empty. And then the results right here that we have that I showed you guys before in the CSV file. So now what we're gonna do is the other step that we're gonna do is dynamic group expansion. department coverage for all users. So all the users that are not included into any dynamic groups, we're gonna include all of them with their specific category of rules of groups that they need to be in. So step number 1, we're going to audit existing department attributes. So we're going to connect with the user read all, because that's what we all need, just to read all the users. And then we're going to pull this variable, which is the users, and then we're going to get all the users with these specific properties right here. And then users with the department, right? We're going to select the object department, which is the unique one, and then it's going to print out all the department of all the users that we scanned with the first line of script right here, right? And then we get all the departments right here, and then we identify the gaps inside the dynamic group coverage. So comparing existing dynamic groups against department groups already covered. So the engineering group is already covered, the HR group is already covered, the sales, finance, IT, and then the missing ones are these ones right here, right, from all the attributes that we have right here, all the department attributes that we have right here. And then on step number 3, we're going to build the group creation list, right? So all of them that are missing, we're going to put this inside this array list right here, and then we're going to mention all the attributes, all the departments that are missing from the users that does not have a group, right? So that's pretty much it that we're gonna build with. After we build the group creation script, the list of the attributes of the departments, we're going to create the dynamic groups for all the missing departments that are right here. So as you guys can see, for each department in the new departments, which is right here, we're going to mail nickname, depart, replace. So this is just basically correcting some of the mistakes that the rules have. I had to basically consult Claude to help me out with this. But for the creation of the group, it's pretty simple. We're going to make a new variable, which we're going to create a new MG group with the display name of the dynamic, and then depending on the name of the department, it's gonna be included right here. The descriptions, dynamic group for the department that's been named, and then group types is gonna be a dynamic membership group, and then the membership rule is gonna be user.department equals the department that's been mentioned right here, and then the membership rule processing state will be on, security enabled true because it's a secure group because it's inside Entra, and then mail enabled, which is the Microsoft 365 group, if I'm not sure. So we're going to include false. And then mail nickname, we're going to do the dynamic mail nickname, which is from the department as well. So after doing that, we're going to print all the results in the screen. So write host create dynamic department, and then rules that were created, and then all the dynamic groups created. So as you guys can see, the screenshot right here, and then as you guys can see, all the groups were created, and then after that, the results in Entra showing inside the new dynamic group created. So now on the Entra tab, we're gonna see all the groups that were created. Some of them are duplicated because I did this lab twice, so I could be pretty good at it and make sure that I was actually understanding what they wanted me to do. So that's pretty much it. And then the results in dynamic DevOps group showing that the users were automatically assigned. So just pulled one of the groups and showed that the users were assigned to the group that were created. And then the audit log showing the groups being created and users automatically being assigned to the group. So we go to the audit logs, and then we see all the groups being added, created, right? And then all the users being added as well to the group, right? So that's pretty much it about this this project. I will be putting the GitHub link inside the description, so make sure you check that out, or even I can put it in the comments. But let me know if you guys want me to do the project, the lab, inside the video, so you guys can take a look at it and see with your own eyes instead of just going to my GitHub link and then try it out for yourselves. If you want me to do it, try it. I can definitely do it for you guys, and hopefully this could be helpful later on for you guys that wants to do the want to do IAM or cloud overall project. So that's pretty much it for me, guys. Thank you guys very much for this channel. This channel has been growing up a little bit. You know, I've been getting some subscribers, some nice comments, so I appreciate everybody that's been following me so far inside my TikTok or LinkedIn. Thank you guys very much for everything. I will be trying to do every video every week about some projects I did or some certification I passed or even just other things that I want to talk about. But always, I really appreciate you guys a lot, and let's keep going with the channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it about this project. I will be posting this week. You guys will see the video if it's posted, obviously, but let me know if you guys want me to do the lab as well with showing the project so you guys can take a look at it. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.